So we have 3 Nintendo 64 games that just dropped for the Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack service. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And we'll start here with this announcement over on X from Nintendo of America. 3 classic Nintendo 64 games are now live for Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack members. Harvest Moon 64, 1080 Snowboarding, and Jet Force Gemini. Which are you playing first? So we'll just go through and take a look at the 3 games announced here. I'm going to start with 1080 Snowboarding. Now this was released in 1998, and this is one of those games that Nintendo showed last year that was supposed to be coming to this service, so it's finally here. And of course this is a snowboarding game where the object is to either arrive first at the finish line or receive the most points for tricks that you perform. And there are 8 different levels, as well as several modes that include 2 trick modes, 3 race modes, which are race, time attack, and a 2-player mode, and a training mode. Now the game was released on both the Wii and the Wii U Virtual Console, and it is a fairly highly rated game, having an 88 on Metacritic, and the game was praised for its graphics, camera use, and its physics, all of which was high quality for the Nintendo 64 at the time. And it seems like at that time, snowboarding games seemed to be a pretty big rage. I don't think we see as much of that anymore. So if you haven't tried it out before, this is a good chance to try a classic snowboarding game. Next we have Harvest Moon 64, and this was released in 1999, and it is a farm simulator game. And it did come to the Wii U Virtual Console on February 23rd of 2017, which was the first official release of the game in PAL regions. Now the plot here is basically to restore and maintain an abandoned farm, and it has all of the classic farm simulator mechanics, and it has a number of different side quests as well. And the game has generally favorable reviews, having a 78 on Metacritic. And then finally we have Jet Force Gemini. Now this was announced a few weeks ago by Nintendo of America, shortly after the game was announced for Japan. It seems like there may have been a bit of a scramble there by Nintendo of America to get that announcement out, but all we had then was a date of December. And I did do a video going into a lot more detail about this game, so if you want to check that out, I'll have a link in the description. But just to go over quickly here, the game was released in 1999, and it is a game made by Rare, so this does bring hope for more games by Rare to be added to the service. Now it is a third-person shooter that has a single-player story mode, and you try to shoot enemies as well as tackle some action-adventure elements. And you have different weapons that include grenades, a pistol, a machine gun, and even a flamethrower and a rocket launcher. And some of the action-adventure elements, you can jump and swim and hang from ledges, as well as fly a jetpack. Now, an interesting aspect of this game is that it also has a 4-player split-screen deathmatch mode, similar to what we have in GoldenEye for the 64. Now, this is where you'll totally look at just your corner of the screen and not your opponents to see where they are so you could sneak up on them. And the game did have some criticisms when it got released about the widescreen mode being broken. I've not had a chance to try that out, but I'm sure Nintendo will get whatever is broken patched pretty quickly, as they have in the past. But let me know your thoughts about these 3 games. Have you played any of these before? Are there some of them that you're looking forward to trying for the first time? And do you have any recommendations for us to try first? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It really does help the channel out quite a bit. I want to thank you for watching, and be good.